Hi guys, Oscar here, and today I'll be discussing the Syrian Civil War. It's been going for 6 years now, and there seems to be no end in sight, with more and more international powers coming into play, such as recently America, in particular Trump, and his barrage of 59 Tomahawk missiles into a Syrian airfield controlled by the Assad government. The way I see it, and I hate to say it, but Assad needs to stay in power. Now, yes, I know Assad is a brutal dictator who fired on peaceful protesters, his troops have committed war crimes, and his government is alleged to have used chemical weapons against civilians. But Assad is a figure of law and order in this chaotic conflict, and his representation and his repression, being far more preferable to a civil war where civilians are being treated as collateral damage by all sides. Now, just as an example, in Libya, the United States and NATO intervened to put an end to the civil war there, in which the rebels defeated and killed dictator Muammar Gaddafi. Now look at it. It's in a state of civil war again. NATO left Libya with a shaky democracy in which the political parties are essentially just militia groups. It's descended into violence once again, this time with many extremists such as ISIS getting involved. In Iraq, when the Allies deposed Saddam Hussein and left again, a shaky democracy marred by its religious persecution of the Sunni minority. This directly led to the formation of ISIS, and the constant conflict has been raging since. In the early fighting, ISIS captured Mosul, Iraq's second largest city. This goes to show how weak and incompetent these replacement democracies are. In Egypt in 2011, much of the West supported the overthrow of longtime President Hosni Mubarak. He was then replaced with, again, a shaky democracy under the Muslim Brotherhood, headed by Mohammed Morsi. The West promised a democratic leader, yet Morsi suspended the constitution, allowing him to essentially govern by decree. After more protests that were violently suppressed by Morsi, a coup headed by Abdel Fattah el-Sisi ousted Morsi, and now Egypt has a military government, and violent insurrection still continues there today. The point I'm trying to make is, over time, this constant overthrow of dictators and implementation of these weak democracies in the Arab world have led to nothing but subsequent chaos and destruction. Although Assad is a brutal dictator, many Muslims in Syria oppose him due to his government declaring Syria a secular nation and allowing religious rights to all faiths. And this is being used as an incentive to join the increasingly radicalized and fractured rebels and even ISIS. Assad provides law and order, even if that order is repressive. It is far more preferable to the current situation in Syria. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Oscar out.